Mike, come on, man.
They can't
Be for real, you haven't got me yet.
Huh?
Mike,
They can't Don't even try it.
you want me to go call Scotty?
You have to call Scotty.
Boy.
What you gonna call Scotty for? I haven't got you recently. Yeah, I agree with
No,
that.
you haven't got me in 6 years. Won't you guys just go ahead and say it?
Dikembe.
No.
Never.
He said, I'll get you one day.
No. He never dunked on you. He never put you on the highlight.
No.
No.
He said, I would love to give you my poster, but it's not happening.
It's not gonna happen. You know he's lying. It's never gonna happen. Come on, man.
When?
All right, we're gonna cancel your green.
Boy, who gets Scotty?
Puts it off the glass. Nope, Luke kicked it out. Michael get it forward to the fresh shot clock. MJ. Oh, he did it! Michael shakes the finger, but he finally got his dunk on Mount Matumbo.
He never dunked on you. He never put you on the highlight.
No.
No.
He said, I would love to give you my poster, but it's not happening.
It's not gonna happen. You know he's lying.
I think he's talking to Matumbo. And he hits.
Hey, you spent a lot of nights, you and Michael, in close quarters, and he was a good talker. I mean,
We did.
So what would you hear from Michael?
You know everything. I mean, from Michael, one time I know he started counting backwards. You know, he said something like 38, and I didn't get it, Reggie. You know what I mean? And he started saying 36. I said, wait a minute. So he going backwards, and now if he get to 0, he got 40. But it was me and Michael had a lot of talks. So,
we played in college, and so I used to, like, sometimes before the game, before the night before, we, go eat or go to his hotel room, and he was really mad at Reggie Theus because when he got traded, when Reggie got traded, Michael was the draft pick coming in, and Reggie was like, "There's no guy who can replace me that's a rookie." So he said, "Just tell Reggie that I'm going to get 45 tonight." So I went to the locker room. I said, "Reggie, Michael said he's going to get 45 tonight."
Theus on the dribble, off to the right, takes it in, and Jordan steals the ball. Here's Michael Jordan on the drive, in on Joe Klein, all the way to the hoop, scoop shot. A spectacular play by Michael Jordan.
So he ended up with 43. And so he comes into the locker room. He said, "I didn't get 45, but you got to come to Chicago." Like, now that's supreme confidence. That's supreme confidence. He was mad that he didn't get 45.
So this can be something you probably could print. I'm playing in my my camp against O.J. Mayo. He was a top high school kid coming out, and I never met him first time. In front of my camp, he starts this thing about, you can't guard me, you can't do this. I got my campers here, so obviously I can't really go where I want to go because of all my camp. So I stopped the camp, send the kids to bed. We go back to playing. And he starts his whole thing, that you can't guard me, you can't do this. And then finally I just said, "Look, dude, you may be the best high school player, but I'm the best player in the world. So from this point on, it's a lesson." And from that point on, it was a lesson. He never won a game. I posted him up. I did everything. If I can ever show you that film, if you can ever ask him that, ask him about the thing that happened at my camp. I don't consider that trash. I consider that fact.
My rookie year, we were playing the Chicago Bulls, and this is Michael Jordan's 3rd or 4th year in.
Okay.
And we were playing an exhibition game in some obscure place. And most veterans do not like to play in exhibition games. They want to get to the real thing. I'm a wide-eyed, energetic rookie, and we're playing this exhibition game, and Michael's going through the motion. And Chuck Person, who's on my team, who's a trash talker as well, is like, "Can you believe Michael Jordan, the guy everyone's talking about, who's supposed to be able to walk on water? You're out here killing him, Reg." This is in the first half. He's like, "You should be talking to him." He's like, "You're right, Michael. Who do you think you are? The great Michael Jordan? That's right. There's a new kid on town, right?" Kind of looks at me and starts shaking his head. So at half, I have 10, and he has 4 points, right? I'm doing all this talking. He's like, "Okay." End of the game in the second half, he ended up with 44, and I ended up with 12. So he outscored me 40-2. And as he's walking off, he's like, "Be sure and be careful. You never talk to Black Jesus like that." Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Black Jesus.
A story that I think summed the whole thing up. We was playing Chicago in Salt Lake. They switched and put John Stockton on it. And
he turned around and dunked on Stockton. So some guy got up and almost followed him down the sideline and said, "Hey, Jordan, pick on somebody your own size." Next time down the floor, he dunked on Mel Turpin. And went over and looked at the guy and said, "Was he big enough?"
So now we fast forward to the season.
Right.
We're playing. They're on the tail end of a 13-day road trip. Last game in Vancouver. Usually that game is the toughest game. You're just trying to get back home.
Long travel and long trip.
It is what it is. So I go by, make a layup, get an N1, get fouled. We go up 9 with about 3 minutes to go.
Mike is 4 for 16 from the field. He's having a really rough night.
Right.
So Derek decides, because there's about 10 minutes to go in the game and we're winning, he decides to say to Michael Jordan, who's having an off night,
"Told you we're going to whoop your ass tonight."
Told you we're going to whoop your ass tonight.
"Hey, Mike, shit's not falling tonight, Mike. You're having an off night, Mike."
Phil Jackson looks down the bench, like, "What do you want to do?" So Michael ties his shoe up, takes his towel off, walks in, the pitcher right there. He stands next to me and says, "Little man, I told you about talking trash to me." I said, "Man, we up 9 with 3 minutes to go. You're not beating me tonight."
24 points in the last 10 minutes.
He went on
Goodness
the next
gracious.
15 points to beat us. And if you watch the video, the last one he made to win.
This is no like catches the ball in the post. He does the typical Jordan fadeaway. He knocks down the shot. They go up by 6. He turns to the bench and says, "Shut up, you little bitch."
He's looking for me. He's like, "I told you about talking trash to me."
You don't rag on Jordan's shoes, especially not that little guy right there. Now, Jordan seemed basically oblivious. Kept playing, reinforcing his teammates there. I thought he never heard it until after this shot. Drains it, points to the heckler, and then starts yelling at him. Watch. He points to the heckler, and then trash talks him. Unbelievable. And then, watch what he does after this play. Drains it for his 23rd point of the half. They call a timeout. And when he goes on the bench, watch what he does next. Points to the same guy and tells him to shut up. He has nothing left to say to him. I couldn't believe this. I had to make sure that was the same guy. Zoom over. And believe it or not, it was the same guy.
So KG had never seen me play against Mike.
We in Chicago, it's my rookie year.
And I got about 24 going into the fourth quarter.
JR is having a good game.
So I'm quiet. I always stay quiet when I play Mike. I didn't talk too much.
So as we come out the timeout, I'm on, y'all. I can't even explain it.
We come out of the fourth quarter, KG like, "Man, keep going at his ass. Serve him. He can't guard you."
Yo, keep killing that nigga, yo. Keep killing that nigga. Boning him, yo. Straight up. You having a good game, Joe. Keep going.
I was quiet. I'm looking at him like, just chill. Because Mike was literally right there.
The nigga right here. Mike can hear me. So I double back like, yeah.
I don't care. Keep going at him. Wow, too strong for this dude, man.
So as I say that, I feel it.
So Mike looked at me, looked at KG.
Hands on hips, legs locked. The nigga stabbed me for about 15 seconds.
I was like, "Mike, he don't know the rules of the game, man. He's just a young puppy." You know what I mean?
Hey, look, Mike, he don't really know how I see him and Mike having a conversation. So he's like, he don't really know he excited, whatever. So now MJ on the back leg joint.
Okay, you talking?
Okay, yeah, huh?
And Mike looked at him again like, "Okay." Looked at me like, "Okay." I said, "What you looking at me like that for, right?"
I can't even really describe the next like 6 to 7 minutes of play, y'all.
Went to the fourth quarter, man. That man got about 17 quick.
We down 25 now. It was just at 2.
Mad, looking at KG, looking at me, looking at KG.
It got bad quick, yo. I come to the joint, and they know this. When you come and you've been on the run, when you not got back on the floor, got back, had to rebound, and you feel like you on defense all the time, you come to the bench like this. So I was like, "Jay, man, my bad, dog. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry." He like, "It's cool, man. I told you, just shut your ass up, man. You're not fun." So you got in between Gatorade everywhere. You like, damn. And next thing you know, we over there like this. And Mike came down. Okay, young fella. Okay, damn, young fella. Damn, y'all done? Damn, young fella. Never talk shit to Mike ever again in life.
Once the cigar comes out, it's like he's already lighting the victory cigar before the competition. I had a chance to play against Michael Jordan, but it was when he had the Wizards uniform on, so it wasn't quite prime Michael Jordan. It was 40-year-old Michael Jordan.
Jordan, to Laettner. Nice pass. Michael Jordan.
I remember he still was a phenomenal athlete. He still had great footwork, and he actually gave me about 30 points.
Jordan over Pierce. He's got it. Michael Jordan equaled his season's high, 31.
So it was like my third year in the league, and he was still probably one of the top 10 athletes in the game at the time. Yeah, he trash talked a little bit. You know, I remember him hitting the fadeaway, telling me you can't get to that.
Pierce, defending Jordan. Fall away, he hits. 29 for Jordan.
You know, he really had a rivalry with Antoine Walker, being that Antoine Walker was in Chicago, and you know, these guys played against each other in pickup games in the summer, and you know, him and Antoine Walker really went at each other quite a bit. Antoine, you know, he's one of the best trash talkers that ever played the game, but I think that game he wished he had just not said anything.
Involved in trash talk with Jordan?
Thanks a lot, Jimmy.
I just wonder, but you don't seem like a trash talking kind of guy
I'm
to
not.
me.
And I never talk trash, but one time in my entire life.
With Jordan?
With Jordan.
Oh, all right.
First ever time ever talking trash. So we're with the Dream Team.
Okay.
And for 3 days in a row, we came into a tie because what Coach Daly did, he split the team up East versus West. So Barkley, Jordan, Larry Bird, Pippen, and Patrick Ewing all played in the East.
Wow.
And then we had the West guys, myself, David Robinson, Malone, Mullen, Drexler, and John Stockton. So we would play every day, tie. So this is the fourth day. And we got out on them about 12-2. And I said, I'm gonna really rattle his chain. So I went over there, tapped him on the shoulder, and said, hey, man, if you don't turn into Air Jordan, we're gonna blow you out today. Jimmy, his eyes got big. Usually that tongue come about right here, now it's way out. He broke the huddle, he hit a three, and he's looking at me. So he came down again, hit another three. So the greatest shot, now I've been involved in all three of them. First, Dr. J walked out in air, out of bounds.
Oh, yeah,
Reverse layup, under.
Right.
Michael Jordan in 1991 came down on us with the right hand, tongue out. He switched in midair to the left, spun it against the glass. Now, this is the greatest shot I've seen. He came down the right side, took off. David Robinson took off. And he said, okay, I'm gonna just sit here in the air. Because I know David Robinson is gonna go down. So David Robinson went to the ground. He 360, tongue moving, and dunked it.
In a practice game.
In a practice game. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I was just stunned, and all of us were stunned to see him hang in the air that long and 360. Michael Jordan is so incredible.
Well,
There'll never be.
The moral is you should not talk trash to Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Thank you.
You say 360, you mean like it was like full, like this, all the way?